it, yes. I might.
A good idea.
I might just record this from stream, and just cut it up. Let's get off of dingo mode real quick. Let's get off of dingo mode.
This is what it would outlaw.
If we're gonna upload this, let's be out of dingo mode.
Hunting. All licensed hunting under this law, under this bill, which is going to be voted on
classified
in November
as animal
by
abuse.
the people of Portland, or by the people of Oregon, and the retards in Portland will probably let it pass.
All hunting would be classified as animal abuse. Sport and commercial fishing would be criminalized statewide. Legal trapping, including pest and wildlife management, would become illegal. Raising animals for food, dairy, eggs, and fiber would constitute animal abuse. Animal use in education, research, and wildlife management programs will be banned. I can actually see like steps taken in this direction. Oregon tribes are not exempted. A treaty protected hunting and fishing right, or treaty protected, not a treaty. Hunting and fishing rights would be jeopardized. This seems like it's some like new Green New Deal shit, where it's like ideally this is what we would like, but you know,
all licensed hunting would be.
It's probably not going to happen. Yeah, this would literally never pass. This would Here's how I know this would. Here's how I know this would never pass, because there are genuinely people who like. So there are people who just sport hunt, who literally just trophy hunt, just to get a fucking the head of a buck on their wall, right? And that's disgusting. But if you are hunting a deer and you use all of the meat in that deer, or if you use all of the usable meat in that bear, and you use all of the products in that bear, or as many as you possibly can, in that bear, and make it so that that animal didn't die for nothing, you know, I'm perfectly fine with that. The same with fishing. Like, I do not catch a big fish and then just keep it out of the water so you can put it on your wall. Catch the fish, take your picture, and put it back in the water. Like, maybe give it a little snacky snack.
Now under the Oregon law. Now, how the fuck is Oregon going to control its wildlife population? Or are we just going to let the deer roam the streets? Fishing.
You can't convince me that Dave has ever hunted or fished in his life. No, absolutely not. No.
And yes, commercial fishing, which I don't know how the fuck they would do, because...
Yeah, so, like, I 100% understand, like, all of these, like, the commercial aspects of this, I 1000% understand where it's coming from, because commercial fishing does ruin the ecosystem. It ruins the environment that these fish live in. So, yeah, I can 1000% see some more regulations be put on commercial fishing.
Oregon's
It's on the West Coast, David.
A seaside state.
Yes.
Once you go about X number of miles, you're in international water, no longer subject to U.S. law. But anyway, sport and commercial fishing
He's too
would
fat
be
to
criminalized.
fish. No, Bardlock Moses, you would be shocked. I've seen wider men than Dave on those little pedal kayaks that you put on top of your car. Yeah.
Statewide.
You'd be surprised.
Great. So every piece of fish that is sold in any grocery store would have to be trucked in from out of state, therefore ruining fish.
Hunting involves mastering rifles and understanding that only a good ecosystem produces good deer. Without conservation, hunting deer is useless. Exactly, Pakistani Mango. Thank you. But Dave doesn't understand this. Dave literally just wants to be able to walk into the woods and shoot and kill as many animals as he can and take as many trophies as he possibly can. Brain's already so rotted. We'll get ready for more!
I'm going to leave trapping
Hacking
for a
and
minute because
coughing.
that's the most insane one. Farm and ranching. Raising animals for food, dairy, eggs, and fiber would constitute animal abuse, so AKA no livestock farming in the state of...
Yeah, so some of, like, factory farms are inhumane, so I can see where some of this is coming from.
Of Oregon. That means all meat, because most people are not going to go vegan.
He's too lazy to do. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Again, except maybe the idiots in Portland.
He's too drunk. He's too much of a drunk to do that. You tell Dave that he's got to wake up at 4:30 in the morning to be in the woods at 5:30, and like you can't, like, you gotta focus. You can't be drunk all day. No, he's not in it. He's out immediately. Once you tell him he can't be drunk, I guess you could be drunk, but like I don't know. I'd rather be drunk fishing than drunk hunting.
Is gonna cause the
Like, at least if you're drunk fishing, you're just sitting there waiting for a rod pull, and you can just kind of manage it from there.
price of chicken, any meat, to skyrocket. You will have the highest meat prices in the country. Animal use in education, research,
Ow.
and wildlife management programs would be banned. So I'm gonna get to this trapping thing in a minute. I'll explain why this is gonna backfire in a weird way. Without animals,
Like Iron Go. I'm just saying, like, I'm thinking, and that's where my logic is flawed, Iron Gullet, because I'm like taking this from like the Q perspective, where like I would not want to be drunk doing that.
There is
Now, hey, you know, you go out to the lake, you better make sure you got your fish whistle. But, you know, I don't know about drunk.
no medical research at all.
We have to
At
first
all.
get tags for hunting deer. Harvesting deer in regulated manner is probably more ethical than a factory farm. A good deer meat can last 3 months in a freezer and can feed a family. Yes, 1,000%. Yes. If you're, like, that's what I'm saying, Pakistani Mango. If you're hunting and you're, like, using as much, like, if you are using all of the meat that you can off of that animal, like, I have absolutely no problem with you going out there. You know, I encourage you to go out there because, like, you know, you hunt. You know how many deer are out there. You know what would happen if we didn't, like, kind of control the population. They'd be everywhere.
And the natives,
Because those motherfuckers are already everywhere.
tribes are not exempted from this. But they're protected by treaties with the U.S. government, so most likely the tribes can tell the state to fuck off. This is the big one. This is the insane one. This would make get the fuck out of Oregon if this passes. Trapping.
Somebody hit me with the Washington fishing spots. If you're in the Seattle area and you know any good fishing spots, hit me with those.
Legal trapping, including wildlife management and pest control. Pest control
Yes.
would become illegal.
Yeah. So, Dave, this is some Green New Deal shit that is like, here's ideally what we want. Like, in broad strokes, this is what we want to happen. But, like, none of this, like, I feel like even the people who put this out know that this isn't going to happen.
Explain how insane this is.
This is,
Starting small,
there's
and
no
then
way.
get commercial.
Hold on. We'll wait for this.
You're in your house. You wake up in the middle of the night. Decide you want a glass of water. Go down to the kitchen. Get your glass of water, and out of the corner of your eye, you see a mouse. Under this law, trapping that mouse or killing that mouse is illegal. That mouse is now your new roommate. If a raccoon has moved into your shed,
Yeah.
it's the raccoon shed now. If a deer has decided to nest,
I like animal squatters' rights. Actually, I like animal squatters' rights. I wouldn't mind. You know what? If it wasn't tearing shit up, and that's the problem, they tear shit up. That's the problem, chat. They tear shit up. If they didn't tear anything up, I would have no problem with a raccoon living in my shed. I wouldn't have a damn problem with it. They tear shit up. That's the issue. If we just had chill raccoons who were just like, hey, I'm gonna sleep here. I'm gonna sleep here during the day. Cool. Hey, I'll make it comfy for you. Don't tear that shit up, bro. That's what. Yeah. So that's why the Iron Gullet. he does it like he genuinely thinks that like they're gonna see you on your Ring camera, like throw that mouse out of your house and send the police to your shit immediately. I wish I could befriend a raccoon. They're so cute. I think they're domesticated raccoons. We had a raccoon living in our garage. I'm sad I never got to see it. Like, that's what I'm saying. If they didn't tear anything up, I'm chilling. If you're not tearing anything up, I'm chilling. Right? Now, don't come in here. You could be out there. Don't come in here. If you come in here, you're going to have to get evicted. Right? If you come in here, you're going to have to get evicted. Okay? That's all I'm saying. In here, that's for us. In here is for me. You can be out in the garage, though. You can be out in the shed. Don't come in here, though. If you come in here, we're going to have an issue. If you come in here, we're going to have an issue.
That's how insane it is.
But who's going to enforce this, Dave?
Under this law. And as for wildlife management, what the fuck happens if a goddamn pack of wolves comes into the neighborhood? Are you just fucked?
What would wildlife management do to prevent that? Crazy hypothetical, first of all. What if a pack of wolves comes in the neighborhood? I don't know, nigga. What if a bear comes in there, which is more likely to happen? Like, the same thing that happens every other time a bear comes in the neighborhood. Oh, there's a bear over there. Don't go fuck with it. Hey, there's a bear over there. Make sure you leave it alone. Just like he's just passing through. Oh, there's a bear over there. Hey, make sure your car door's locked, because they'll get in there and they'll tear that shit up. Make sure your door's locked, because they'll come in here because they smell food and they'll tear that shit up. Like, they're not calling they're not calling the people whose job it is to like go get stray dogs to go handle a pack of actual wild animals, you know? Like, the coyotes are just gonna run through. The coyotes are just walking through, dude. They're just moving through. They're not gonna hurt you. If you got a small dog, maybe they'll try it. But, like, they're not gonna hurt you.
Now let's go up to the more
Wolves are extinct in the East Coast. They're already dead. Dave sucks so bad.
reasonable thing, and why Portland will be quickly if this.
I need my AR-15 to protect my family from packs of 30 to 50 wild hogs every day.
Pass by probably February and March of the next year, or 3 to 4 months after this law goes into effect. Let's say January. I'm going to give it till about April, maybe May if they're lucky.
Yes.
With no pest control to control the rats.
Chat, can you find me real quick? This like, can you find me like what is this actual? Okay, IP28. Never mind. I'll find it right now.
Be everywhere.
IP
One of the big line items when running a restaurant is pest control because, of course, rats and mice are attracted to food. Makes sense. But we deal with them. Usually with death.
What? What do you say?
Mice are attracted to food. Makes sense. But we deal with them. Usually with death. But if we can't do it, then they're going to be scurrying around our feet. Seriously, Portland is probably going to be the first city if this...
Rats already do scurry around your... This nigga's never lived or, like, never seen a town that's not... This is what happens. This is the kind of, like, mindset you have when you only have been to the suburbs surrounding the large city. Because if you go out into the fucking country... If you go out into these small towns, if you go to fucking Wolf City, Texas, if you go to fucking Sherman, Texas, you will see that they have mice, armadillos, snakes, foxes, deers, all that shit just running around because that's where they live. Like, chat, I have seen this week alone. I have low battery on my headset again? Oh my god. This week alone, I have seen more tarantulas than I have in my life, I think. And they're all crossing the road. Oh, they're so huge. Oh my god. Oh my god. They're so huge. Like, this nigga's he's complaining about, like, mice and squirrels running around your feet, or mice running around your feet. Like, squirrels don't run around your feet!
If this were to pass, the first major U.S. city to have a bubonic plague outbreak in the history of this country.
A bubonic plague outbreak. Oh, let's go. Hold on. Do you think John Day, Oregon, doesn't have, like, wildlife running around? Do you think that Wallowa, Oregon, they ain't got shit running around? You think they don't have, like, mice and deer and other wildlife running around in Wallowa, Oregon? You don't think in Joseph, Oregon, they got rats and shit out there, buddy? It's because they exist all across the state, Dave. This isn't gonna pass. You're just fear-mongering.
So, yeah.
If bubonic plague was gonna happen, it would happen in one of these small towns that doesn't even have animal control for stray dogs. You know? This is so dumb. You're just fear-mongering about shit that's not gonna happen. This will not pass.
The insanity that leftists and make no mistake about it, this is the world that PETA and dipshits like Joey Carbstrong. This is the world they want to make. This is what they want. This is literally PETA's and Joey Carbstrong's fucking wet dream.
Joey Carbstrong.
Oh, not to mention if we can't use animal to manufacture certain things. The price of insulin that the left is constantly bitching about, yeah, that's going to be quadrupled.
What? What? I really don't have anything for that, chat. I don't have anything for y'all. I don't have anything for that. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
On this one.
Oh, and just like that, he's done. Wow. How do we make insulin? Synthetically through recombinant DNA technology. Hold on, chat. Look at this. Bovine and porcine insulin hasn't been commonly used in the U.S. in Dave's lifetime. Synthetic insulin has been the standard since the 80s. Okay, so how do they make insulin from recombinant DNA? Recombinant DNA is a technology scientists developed to make that made it possible to insert a human gene into the genetic material of a common bacterium. This recombinant microorganism could now produce the protein encoded by the human gene. Scientists build the human insulin gene in the laboratory, then they remove a loop of bacterial DNA known as the plasmid and insert the human insulin gene into the plasmid. So they, like, break this shit and fix it with the insulin gene, or the insulin DNA. Yeah. So they break the loop and then remake the loop. Researchers return the plasmid bacteria, or the plasmid into the bacteria. Oh, wow. Oh, it's so cool. Put the recombinant bacteria in a large fermentation tank, and it ferments, and the recombinant bacteria uses the gene to begin producing human insulin. Yo, that's so cool. Because now it has the memory, so it's just like, well, I guess we're making insulin now. Scientists harvest the insulin from the bacteria, purify the substance, and use it as a medicine for people. That's so cool. Yo, That's so cool, chat. So, insulin, as Chad has said, Sugar Crash. I wonder where Sugar Crash got that name from. Cow and pig or insulin hasn't been used in Dave's lifetime in the United States. They make it in Europe and send insulin crystals to the manufacturing plants where they're dissolved into a solution of inactive ingredients. That's cool. That's so cool. Anyway, this is why you shouldn't trust the things that Dave says, chat.